Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of our Unknown to Greatest. And today we start our Premier League season, the very first Premier League season we've ever done in this series. So, transfer window has been manic. There's been a lot going on. I don't think it's finished yet on maybe outgoings or even incomings, but we're going to run you through all that before we play our first game of the season, which is at home to Norwich City. We're only playing one game in this episode, but next one will be back to the regular two. We got so much transfers to run through that there's not enough time to run through all of them due to games as well. So let's get into game number one. Let's do the transfer talk and we'll see if it's worked. So as I was saying about our transfer business, we have spent literally the majority of what we had, maybe a bit more. Wage budget, we still got 475 free, so if a good loan comes up or a player for rather cheap, we can probably adjust this into that. But we're not overly sure on that yet. But let's go and run through the outs first. So our first out was Niels Zatterstrom, who was a bit of a squad player for us. Was just taking up some wages. We got rid of him to Coventry City. He went there for £4 million, which, to be honest, was better than I expected to get for him. And he's gone on to be a squad player at Cov as well. So, got him off the wage bill and kind of helps us massively. We then managed to offload Martin Valajant, who has gone to Beijing in China. Not a very good player. 150k sale, gone. After they spent 475k on him for absolutely no reason that I understand anyway. 34-year-old out of the door. Then another out was Thomas Handel, who did play a few times for us last season. I did like him. I rated him a little bit. They signed him for 375k. I played him on and off. He had a few injuries, which then forced him out of the squad. We managed to actually make a profit on what they bought him for. 1.1 million to Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. Got rid of him, and yeah, I think the squad's looking better without him in it. Next up was a sale that we didn't do. Hadji Wright went on. He was on a mandatory option. He'd gone for £2.3 million. We never actually saw him, so there's no big deal talking about him. Aaron Ramsey also departed the building. A player that I used on and off, I would say, and then I loaned him to West Ham. They finally bought him for 2.7 mil at the end of that loan. I think it was mandatory. So we got rid of him, and I feel like I don't think he's Premier League quality, so I just didn't think he would work. Another one that might surprise you here, Flynn Downs. Now, he was our mainstay in the squad last year. Flynn Downs played the majority, he actually played every single league game last season for us. He was a very good player. He actually started every single league game as well, so I did rate him quite highly. Got promoted to the Premier League, and personally, I felt like we could maybe upgrade this position more than any other. So we did let him go for £6.75 million to Eibar. He did turn him down the first time. The second time he took it, and he's gone on to play in Spain now, earning quite a lot of money. Another transfer you guys knew about, Callum Marshall, did depart for £8 million to Lecce. He's a decent player, not Premier League quality, so he's gone on to play his football in Italy. Then, if we're talking about players that had a massive impact on our promotion last season, Wellington, our left wing back, has departed for £8.5 million. He has gone to Racing Santander, or I think that might be their name. I don't know if that's because the name fix has not been fixed yet. So it is what it is. It's a bit annoying, but I can't fix it at the moment. So yeah, 44 games played for us last season, and I felt like it was time to move him on. So he departed the building, and yeah, I feel like we got a good fee for him as well. Now we're talking about big bit of money coming in from Damak. Damak are in Saudi Arabia. They were interested in a few of our players. They bought Raksaki, Jesserin Raksaki from us, who was a squad player for us. They bought him in a couple of years ago for 8.25 mil. I did use him on and off. He started 10 games, 18 off the bench. £12 million to Damak is a profit on what Southampton paid for him. and I feel like it was the perfect time to let him leave. We've also finally got rid of Luis Babats. A terrible goalkeeper. No idea why they signed him. Absolutely shocking goalkeeper. I just don't understand. We somehow made a profit on him as well. Yeah, long gone. Got him out the door. Got his wages cleared. Goodbye. Billy O'Neill, a player we brought back from his loan to see if we could progress him. Honestly, he was never going to get to the stage we wanted him at. £1 million off to Falkirk in Scotland. That's probably the best place for him to go and play. He can maybe make a career for himself up there as well. Also, Kane Kessler-Hayden, our backup fullback, has departed. He has gone to Hull City for 3.3 million. I felt like he was going to be a decent player for us. I can't remember if we signed him ourselves or if Southampton signed him. But yeah, I felt like it was time to let him go because of the quality we brought in. Talking of quality that we brought in, signing number 1. You all may know him if you're Premier League fans. Lewis Miley. Now, I saw his stats. I saw his price he was available for as well. And I thought, this has to be a steal. I have to do this. One of the reasons we allowed our CDM to leave was Lewis Miley. Now, he is unbelievably good. Unbelievably good player. £12 million. I can't believe it. English as well, so he fits our criteria. I couldn't complain with this. I felt like this was the perfect signing. So Lewis Miley did join the club. He was not alone in that either. Yang Min Huek has joined us as well. A winger from South Korea. Yeah, South Korea. I just saw it there. Joins us from Spurs for £1.2 million. Now, I think that's a steal. I really do. I think he could be a very, very key asset in our squad, especially as a squad player as well, which is what he agreed to. I think he could be very key for us this season. We also went back to our former stomping ground and brought Vanja Vlahovic with us. Now, I think Vanja Vlahovic is a perfect squad player ourselves because he can also play the striker role and he can play on the left wing. So he's got 2 options he can fill for us, injury depending or fitness depending. So I think Vanja Vlahovic is the perfect sign-in. Cost us 4.5 mil. I think that might be a bit pricey, but I felt like it was probably worth doing. Then we took a little bit of a punt here. We decided Terry Lamb was a decent option to pick up. He is only 21 years old. He's got a bit of potential, so we could grow into it. From Man City for £155,000. I think this is a good punt to take. I think Terry could probably do us a job. I'm also going to put him on the loan list just to see if anybody wants to use him as an important player. If not, he's going to be a squad player for us and he's going to probably play a few minutes this season as well because I think he's very good. Then, when we thought we were done with midfielders, Andre Santos came available. Now, he's been playing for Brazil in the World Cup over the summer. I don't actually know how they got on. Bought him for £12 million. He's yet to play he's played 3 pre-season games for us, so his fitness probably is coming together. But 12 mil from Chelsea, I thought that was a good deal. He's a very, very good player. And I think maybe this is the place he can show this in the Premier League. Obviously, you guys know about the Josh Archimpong deal. This has been confirmed now, £20 million. Josh Archimpong is a great addition to our squad. And you also know about this one, Tyler Dibbling, homegrown at the club. Tyler Dibbling, perfect player to bring in, especially for Southampton. He's club eligible. You can see it here. Homegrown at Southampton. English homegrown as well. So he fits criteria if we manage to get into Europe anytime soon. So Tyler Dibbling, very, very happy to have him back. And he's just a quality player. Then we decided to strengthen our left-back options, we'll go with. So Christian McFarlane joins on a free transfer from Man City. He is injured for 3 weeks, a new signing curse. I think technically he's got room to improve. Mentally he's very good. And physically he's quality. So this player could be a very, very useful asset. Then this was absolutely nothing to do with me, guys. Emile Voltaire joins from somewhere. Where does he join from? Joins from Waldorf Mannheim in Germany's 3rd division for only 22.5k. We loaned him to Al Najaf. Now, for some reason, it says he's been loaned there twice. But yeah, he's gone to Al Najaf on loan. We'll see what happens. Don't expect much. Now, this is a signing I'm quite happy with as well. Another option for up front. Mattia Joseph, 26-year-old. Hasn't really grown into the player you would have expected from him. Free transfer, I believe. Was it from Leeds United? No, he came in on trial first to us. From Sunderland. So Sunderland bought him for 4.4 million from Leeds. Had him for 3 years. Loaned him out to Ipswich. He played quite well, actually, at Ipswich. And we've decided to give him a little go here in the Premier League as a squad option. Another player our youth director of football has done is John Jaime Silvero. He has joined us for a total of 230k from Atlético Nacional in Colombia. And he's gone on loan to RFC Liège in Belgium's Pro League, actually. I didn't realise it was the Pro League. So hopefully he can grow into a good player. He looks okay. Next up, guys, we brought in Salvatore Esposito. One of the Esposito brothers, 29-year-old. Looks a good little player, actually. Very, very good quality. He's come in as a free transfer. Now, he is definitely filling that CDM role when he's recovering from his injury. He was at Antwerp for the last 3 seasons. But a free transfer for someone of this quality is amazing. Our next incoming was Berke Yilmaz, who is a 25-year-old left back. Now, this is the replacement for Wellington. Wolfsburg bought him last season for 11.5 mil. He played really well for them. We've picked him up for 24.5 mil, and he's such an upgrade on Wellington. It's crazy. Way better physicals, way better mentals, and way better technicals in what matters. I think he is quality. The next incoming was Daniel Munoz, who is the former Crystal Palace fullback. Very, very good player. He was there for plenty of seasons. We brought him in on a free. He's 34 years old now, so he's only going to be a fringe option. Yes, he's come in as a squad player, but we are going to change him to... Well, to be honest, squad player should be fine. He's a decent option, to be honest. He's lost his acceleration and his pace. He's got really good natural fitness. Stamina's okay. Got absolutely no strength. But other than that, very, very good option to have. Next, coming in the door was Alan Machoro, who is a left centre-back / left-back. Probably going to be utilised in the left centre-back role more than often. Very, very good player. Comes in for £6 million from Torino. We really have had to have a busy market this year to even have a chance at staying in this division. We know what the Premier League's like. We know how tough it is. We had to do this. Then the last notable incoming, Marko Vujovic, who is a quality striker. Comes in and he might even rival Higgins as the starter. He's only 20 years old, room to grow, and he only cost us £7.5 million from Crvena Zvezda, which is Red Star in Serbia. Really, really good player. And we also brought in a backup centre-back in Edvin Westin, who is Swedish, and to be honest, good enough to fill the bench. But that brings to the end of all of our business. We've had a very, very busy transfer window. We've had to do this. We've had to improve where we could. And I feel like we have. I feel like we've done what was expected of us, improved our squad just enough to maybe have a chance at staying in this league. And to be fair, in the predicted league table, the odds are saying we might have a chance. We're not rock bottom like Leicester. Norwich are below us expected, who we start the season against today. And Southampton, there we are in 18th place. Touch and go with Wolverhampton, I would say. Maybe we can push for 15th, 14th position. I think we've got a good enough team to stay in this league, but it's only going to tell on the pitch. Right, guys, this is our starting 11 for our very, very first game. And also, I've just realised, when I ran through the incomings, I forgot to mention Alawande Alfonso. Now, this guy is a South African 18-year-old who we just randomly came across. He only cost us 650k from Stellenbosch FC in South Africa. Now, personally, I wasn't sure what I was looking at when I first saw him. I thought, quality little player. He's a championship level at the moment, so we're thinking of maybe having him in the starting squad somewhere or another this season. So we'll see what happens. But definitely for the first couple of games, he's going to be on the bench. I think he's got a lot of ability he can push forward with. But the starting 11 for this very, very first game of the season, we're going with Cabrera in goal, who's newly been given the number 1 shirt. We got Archimpong at right back, Berke Yilmaz at left back, Matoro and Coppola in the centre backs, Miley and Andre Santos in the DMs. As you can see, I brought that player from midfield playmaker back into DM. We got Dibbling on the left, Adozie on... Done it again. Dibbling on the right, Adozie on the left, Moreira in the cam with Higgins up top. I think this squad's good enough to get a result today. So we're going to go for it. We're going to have to basically use some of the momentum from last season because our start of the season is not very kind to us. So we'll see what we can get out of any of these results. So let's get into this. Right, I just want to see what squad they're working with. They got Carl Rushworth in goal. Rushy from Coventry on loan in real life. He's been fantastic. Kwashi, our former player in their centre-backs. We've got Abdullahi Fai, former Barcelona Academy player. Leif Davis, who can put a superb cross in if he needs to. Who else in their team that I recognise? Iliman Ndiaye, I recognise him. Josh Sargent, still there. Harvey Barnes on their bench. Kairu Matsuki is there as well. And Kai Furo. Other than that, I don't know the rest. So let's just go into this. And yeah, it's important to take advantage of our home games. We're going to say I've got faith in the team just to see if that gives them a little bit of a boost. Not really. But let's get into this. It's almost kick-off time in the Premier League. You must be excited. I am ready. Will you look to attack? Champagne football is the aim. What is the mood in the dressing room? We're in a great place. Let's get into this. Come on, Saints. We can do this. Big game here in the Premier League. Right, let's get this underway. Higgins kicks us off for our first game in the Premier League in this save and in this series. Let's see what we can do. I did have a couple of options in the summer to leave. Bayern Munich was showing some interest but decided to go for a more experienced option, which, to be honest, for Bayern to even show interest was quite eye-opening, to be honest. We must have grown quite a lot. But yeah, so far in this game, absolutely nothing going our way. We've not even had a shot yet. So we're going to fire the boys up, see if that helps. Right, first highlight we're seeing of this season. Dibbling goes back to Archimpong, across to Coppola, who should then spray it out to Matoro. Matoro is now driving with the ball a little bit, gives it out wide to Adozie, into Andre Santos. Adozie to Moreira. He's got Higgins in the middle. Can he get it into Higgins? Higgins! Oh my God, he's bottled it. That was such an amazing opportunity for Higgins to make it 1-0 and to give us the dream start to the season. And he has spooned it. Moreira does have an option of a short corner there to Dibbling. Will he take it? He does. Dibbling tries to chip it into the middle. Adozie! What a save, Rushworth. That's an amazing save. I don't know how he's managed to react so fast to get across to that. That is a tremendous save from their goalkeeper. This is the kind of game, though, we want to be winning if we want to stay in this division. I know it's early in the season, but at home against one of the relegation favourites, with us as well, we have to get the result today. Just tell the team to relax. See if that helps at all. As they get us underway for the second half. Now, let's not concede a very early second half goal because that would be disastrous. Like that. Like that, basically, guys, yeah. As I was explaining it, we step off them, keep stepping off them, and then allow them to get a free shot at goal. Was that 6 seconds into the second half? That was not long into the second half at all. It might have been about 10 seconds. Look, we just step off, keep stepping off. For some reason, who's this? Michoro is just not moving. Why? Why are you stepping side to side? Terrible goal to concede. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking from the lads. Right, Adozie. Take on the defender. Does well. Goes down, but apparently there's nothing wrong with that, so the referee says. Andre Santos now collects the ball. Santos to Yilmaz. To Adozie. Miley, come on, work it forward. Santos, Miley. Good ball. Moreira chests it down. Higgins! Come on! Harvey Higgins gets his first goal of the season. Gets us back level quite fast. Only 7 minutes after they did score. I mean, it's definitely progress. Good work from the boys to work that opportunity. But we cannot be conceding silly goals like that. Right, Adozie's going to have to come off. We've got players on the bench. We're going to bring on Alwande Alfonso. He can come on. Dibling's not having a very good game either. So we're going to bring on Huwak. And then Miley is going to come off for Cisse. We're going to have to protect Moreira, though, because he's only just come back from that long-term injury. So we need to make sure he is protected at all costs as well. So what sub we could make here is... Oh my god. We're going to bring on Vucevic in the cam role, because he can play anywhere from CDM to striker. So anywhere in the centre there, and I think he can even play on the wing if necessary. So we're going to protect as much as possible. And Higgins is also going to come off for Joseph. Let's get Joseph on up front and see if Mattia Joseph can actually get us a goal here. He's better as a centre forward as well, so we'll play him as a centre forward. And we're also going to play you as a second striker as well. We can do this. We can get something out of this. We can win this game. I do believe we can win this game. Right, we're going to change the instructions now. We're going to go much more direct. What else can we do? Not work the ball into the box. Don't discourage long shots. We're already high press and the lower defensive line to try and protect ourselves. No, regroup. No, don't want to do that. Right, let's try that then. Let's see what that does. The opportunity is there to try and win this game. It is a must win. A draw is okay, but these are the kind of games you want to win. As it looks like it's going to probably end as a draw unless this becomes a miraculous attack. But it doesn't look like it. We've gone backwards and sideways. Are we going to work this ball forward? This is the 4th minute of 4 minutes added on. And it doesn't look like we've got any sort of urgency to move the ball forward. But maybe Vucevic in to Joseph. Joseph! Come on! Mattia Joseph wins it out the depth for us. Wow! I did not see that coming. The two subs link up perfectly with the 4th minute of added time. The Norwich fans must be fuming. We've played just over 4 minutes when 4 minutes was added on. And we have stolen 3 points with the last kick of the game. Come on, lads. That is way more like it. Perfect. Perfect result. Not a perfect performance, but the result is amazing. Nice work. Wow. I cannot believe we've stole that at the end. That's the Southampton way. We don't like to make it easy for ourselves. What a comeback. I'm ecstatic. Your team has scored an extremely late but crucial goal. Were you surprised? You'll have to ask the referee about that. Can you put into words your reaction to Mattia Joseph's goal? Least we deserved. Right, well, that is the perfect way to start the season. I can't imagine they're very happy, but we did make a meal of that. But let's go and have a quick look at our upcoming fixtures to see who we've got in the next episode. So, as I said to you, our start of our season is not easy. I wasn't joking. Man United away next, Newcastle home, Liverpool away, Palace away, Brighton at home, Sunderland away. So, I think the next 3 games will be probably off camera. And then we'll come back for the Palace away and Brighton at home early September. So if any more transfers have happened, you shall know them. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you're new around here, please subscribe for more. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. We're trying to get up to 100 subs. And if we get to 1,000 subs, there will be a mystery football shirt giveaway. So when we get there, you guys, all you have to do is comment down below. So drop subscribes and leave likes. It all helps to get us out there in the algorithm. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed. I've been K-PlaysFM, and I shall see you later.